Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Wiggins and Covington are the forward pair. Teague out there with Culver. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, Russell Westbrook out there with Booker. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Simmons. And it's Davis in at center. And it's Chicago to start out. And it's Simmons penetrating. Towns with the steal. Here's Teague. Over Westbrook. A nice shot by Teague.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
These fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Now Davis. After Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Culver. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Shooting off the catch is about confidence. There, Culver demonstrating how it's done.
Out to the right wing. For three, Westbrook nailed from three-point land. Russell Westbrook.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Pass to Towns. Great D that time from Davis.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Outside, Towns. A floater. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for Chicago. They get a hand on it. Here's Davis. He gets that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Bell's checked in. Now here's Teague. The dish to Wiggins. To the paint. Here's Towns.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And Towns drops them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
And Westbrook, here we go. Good D by Bell. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And when you think of Jordan Bell, you think of do-it-all big man.
Specifically how strong he is on defense. Great timing for blocking shots, good hands, and can guard anybody out on the floor. Can finish plays as well when moving at the hoop.
And here's Westbrook. And Booker kicks to Davis. Booker trying to free himself up, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 5 now.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here's Towns. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yes, well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offense.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Well, Anthony Towns checked in for Davis. Williams comes in for Simmons. Oladipo, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Minnesota, Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Towns. Jake Layman comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Okogie subbed in for Culver. Minnesota with the ball. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Okogie, the pass to Bell. Inside, here's Vonleh. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Oladipo. No good with the layup. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. A nice shot by Teague.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Ball against Teague. Ball, the pass to Oladipo. Towns down low, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Ball goes to Minnesota.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Pass to Layman. Now the pass to Jang. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Layman. There's the triple. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting these tough threes.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Okogie, the pass to Teague. Here's Jang. Pass to Okogie. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Towns, the pass to Siakam. And the dunk by Towns.
He may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Teague. He's got 5. The wide open look here for Vonleh. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Oladipo outside. On the wing, Williams. To the middle. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
And Towns drops them both. Teague for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Chicago leads by only 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their pace, and it's got to an early lead.
And a moment now to reset the legacy of Gatorade, all for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Minnesota, Teague is flanked by Okogie. Jang is out there with Vonleh. And it's Covington in at the small forward.
Gotta love the mindset of Robert Covington when he plays defense. So active with his hands, rarely gets fooled on any up fakes or jab steps. And no matter is that kind of D going to get it done.
Rose attacking, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on.
First personal foul.
Like Greg, Covington has been named to all defense in the team.
The team is noticeably different when his defensive presence is missing. I mean, rare to find a player who is as good as him, both on and off the ball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jang. Bell comes in for Miller. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Josh Okogie. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Culver's checked in for Robert Covington. Chicago calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary to be made, Greg, timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for any of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. A player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can have happen. If you're going the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
A shot by Culver, nobody around. No dice from the high post. The drive by Nance. Here's Young. Good for the basket. 1 for 1 with that shot.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Culver kicks to town. And another three for Minnesota.
They're getting outside the paint. 3 of their kids are
Rose.
and the defense tried to stare Groden full when he gets around the rim.
Teague bounce pass. Passing it around. Wiggins from outside. That is grabs the miss. Chicago by 3. Here the basket goes. 6 points for Derrick Rose.
He coming to make up for that goose egg up in the first quarter.
That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
His individual effort standing tonight and couldn't grab the lead.
Here's Rose. And a good offensive board. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Teague against Rose. A nice shot. Teague's got 10 points in the game.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Rose goes in and at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Chicago their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Karl Anthony Towns. Nance. Williams comes in for Young. And Ball subbed in for Fultz. Layman, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Rim for 2 with the D all over him. He's got 12.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Chicago. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you rely on him to score.
Takes it out to Siakam. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Teague. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Chicago. Culver with 52 seconds left in the second quarter. And the foul on Jordan Bell. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Minnesota making some changes. Jang. Vonleh comes in for Bell. And Okogie subbed in for Culver. Booker outside. From downtown. Offensive. Williams. And the by Jang. Williams. And the dunk by Towns. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it. There's 20 minutes left to play in the first half. Vonleh, the pass to Okogie. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Recover it. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Booker with no one around. And some into the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Through this one, plenty of basketball. Fairly far. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job. Open space to operate within the first.
Yeah, the offense looks, and guys are hitting their shots.
Anthony Davis is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's and Siakam in at the small forward position. That's the road for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second.
And with the right to the rim, they saved the layup.
And Towns drops them both. By 3. It's Westbrook with the drive. It's good. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Here's Towns. Cans the 12-footer. And the by 3. Towns has gone a terrific shooting from the floor. Now he has 5. Tap effort. Siakam against Wiggins. No good on the shot. And Chicago will go the other. Booker dishes to Simmons. It's stolen by T. Over a minute gone here in the second. Culver with it. Over Simmons. And it's in with the rebound.
Oh, defense, they just possession off.
Oh, that was something.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the Dolphins are insane.
Minnesota in the lead. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to matchups or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? Is to see what with here.
Changes for Chicago. Oladipo comes in for Devin Booker. Sub hit Russell Westbrook. Timberwolves also changing it up for Vonleh. Robert Covington subbed in for Culver. 2 free up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and drew the foul.
The Timberwolves have been excellent at the free throw. A flawless 6 for 6. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pass to Fultz. And kicks to Siakam. And Siakam.
Oh, and he went under on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
A triple-double machine. Ben Simmons surpassed by only the Oscar Robinson with the ball.
Teague guarded by Fultz. With they shoot again and finishes inside. Teague's got 15 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get gave it right.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
And you look at the all-around impact of Ben Simmons, already a star, an all-star. You know what, Chris? If he adds a jump shot, how good do you think he can be?
You better polish up that MVP. I mean, perimeter shoot, the only thing he really...
Davis, the pass to open some nice ball movement. Outside, Simmons for the lead. Down low, the second. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. And it's 7 points.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Wiggins. And it goes out of Abington.
Chicago ball.
Chicago making some Towns. Williams comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Lonzo Ball in for... And then for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked. Noah Vonleh comes in for Jordan Bell. And a in for Wiggins. Here's Oladipo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there challenge. And Victor will achieve stardom, but has to make his way back to his knee injury in early 2019.
Teague against Ball.
Chicago foul. Hot Rod Williams. That's his first personal foul.
105 quarter. And again, they'll turn it over. And Oladipo had a soreness in that right about that. Sing about a month earlier in this.
And some suggested he came back too soon. It's always 2020, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to from themselves.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Teague. And they get it. Jang. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebounds in this game.
I wonder what the score if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Back to Oladipo finds Williams. 4 on the clock. Fader on the way. They get. Here's Towns. And another shot. And there's the bucket. Is Wood on. Williams got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
Now, with all the intensity, boxing him out is a choke. Tough.
From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've reached the end of it. It's Chicago. as they wrap up the third quarter on a 15-5 run. And let's take this opportunity to you, our State Farm assist of the game.
It's true artistry. I mean, great decision where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfish in and night out? You see guys trying to force their own, not that time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So on the floor for Minnesota, Culver out there with Teague. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Bates Diop in at the four-man position. To the middle, here's Booker. It's hauled in by Bates Diop.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
At the line, Keita Bates-Diop. 2 shots.
And the first one counts. Larry Nance is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota also with the sub. Towns, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Chicago leading by 5. It's Westbrook with the drive and the rejection by Towns. Here's Culver, banked in off the glass.
And the decision-making proving to be outstanding. Culver just has a knack for taking advantage of the D in the open floor.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The pass to Culver. Here's Towns. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Passes to Young. Another shot. It's tipped. They get it back. Nance. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Davis is checked in for Nance. And Simmons subbed in for Young. Jordan Bell's checked in for the Timberwolves. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Josh Okogie. Westbrook double team. Kicks to Booker. Fires for 3. Drops in the tray.
That's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Teague the pass to Culver. Now Wiggins. And that's going to be a travel.
Chicago ball.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Chicago. 6-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
The first one falls.
Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
And so Westbrook makes them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the paint. And it's Wiggins missing.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Culver. Bell trying to break loose, and that one goes long.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easily than that.
Kicks it out to Booker. Over Teague. And again, Chicago. No good.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Wiggins dishes to Teague. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 17 points for Teague.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
A nice shot by Booker.
Even the blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going on.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 8. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. See if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Jordan Bell's checked in for Noah Vonleh.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Minnesota with the ball. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Culver passes to Towns. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Chicago with the ball. Chicago leading by 7. Davis drives in. Yes, that goes in.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Davis has gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. Now, here's Culver. Guarded closer. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Davis. Ball, the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
Now, here's Culver. Defended by Booker. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Culver.
And how about the balance there from Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over.
Towns with the steal.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. With 3, Booker. Rebounded by Bell. From deep 3-point range, off on that one. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just